Hey guys, and welcome to That LP Show. The name of the game is EarthBound, a role-playing game co-developed by Ape and HAL Laboratories and published by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1995. Designed by SHIGESATO ITOI, the game was originally released as Mother 2 in Japan and rebranded as EarthBound for its North American release in 1995, and in spite of very poor sales, the game has received praise from fans the world over for its humorous depiction of American pop culture and its parody of the RPG genre in general, and has since become a cult classic. And as of 2013, it has been released for the Wii U Virtual Console, which is the version I am playing today. And it is sure good to be back behind the mic, and I'll be honest, I intended on having this Let's Play start quite a few weeks earlier. However, there's been some developments. There's going to be a new addition to the family, and no, my wife is not pregnant. For those of you who have been following me a while, you do know that I'm married and I have children. You may know about my two younger boys. What you may not know, which is something I have mentioned it before, but not too often, my wife is 7 years older than me and had a prior marriage before me. So, as a result, over the better part of the past decade, I've been playing dad to both of her kids. My stepson is now 18 years old, and my daughter is 17 years old, and apparently I've been doing a good job because I've earned the privilege of being called dad by both of them. Now, recently, my 17-year-old daughter and her boyfriend announced to us that they were expecting. Now, before I start receiving any bad comments, I know they are young. They know they are very young to be going through this. But they're taking responsibility for it. So, I am going to be a grandpa, and that revelation has pushed me into an early midlife crisis. No, I'm just kidding. But I am in a mood to recapture my youth, and EarthBound here is a game from, not necessarily my childhood, but my very early teen years. I was 13 years old when it hit store shelves, making me roughly the same exact age as Ness. So, I have something in common with the protagonist. Okay, gonna start a new game here. We get to select our text speed. I want to go for fast. This is going to be very important, not only for speeding things up, but in battle, it will become very useful. And we have different flavors of windows for all you window lickers out there. I'm going to go with plain because I'm a bland white guy, and it's the only flavor that doesn't hurt my eyes. Alright, so we get to name our characters pretty much anything we want to, but if we come down and select don't care, we'll string through a list of names, the first one being the character's default name, Ness. We should all know him from the Smash Brothers series, in the event that we haven't played any game in the Mother series before. And we get to name this girl here. We'll go with the default, Paula. Just gonna go through all the defaults. Jeff, looks like kind of a nerd there. And Pooh. Pooh? That's a stupid name. And look, he's a martial artist. I guess they want to offset his badassness with a stupid name. No, no, no. I don't know about that. Oh God, we need to. We got 5 characters we can work with here. What do we want to name him? Something less feces related. Let's see. We want something foreign. He looks foreign. Something that sounds badass. Something that sounds sophisticated. Let's see. There we go. We'll go with Dashi. The T at the end is silent. So, wait a minute. Okay, we're not going to win this one. We might as well go with something more PG rated. Guess we'll stick with Pooh. And we'll name our pet King. Why not? I had a dog named King once. And default favorite homemade food, steak. Coincidentally, also my favorite homemade food in real life. I also like the ones that Denny's makes. And our favorite thing. We're going to pick our favorite thing in the whole world. All right. Let's go with... Wait a minute. Kids are watching. We'll go with the default. Rockin'. There we go. It's not my personal favorite thing, but it sounds good for what it's going to be used for. And without further ado, let's confirm. We'll call it 1995. In a world where the front door of every building faces south for some reason. I'm pronouncing it Onett. You can pronounce it Onett or Onett or whatever the hell you want to. I've always called it Onett. I'm going to continue calling it Onett. Don't like it? Mute the video. Cover your ears. Hell, don't watch the video. I don't care. If you're going to nitpick over something as silly as pronunciation, don't even bother. Ness's house. That's so nice that, the child of the family owns the house. And there's our hero, sleeping in bed, typical of RPGs. Wonder if he's late for his date with his girlfriend. No, I don't think he'd be going out anywhere in the middle of the night with his... Whoa! The hell was that? Oh, better go check it out. That sounded bad. And we're in our jammies with our spiky hair. And there's our mom. Hi, Mom. What was that noise? Ness, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Oh, okay. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I asked you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. Well, gee, thanks. Just because I'm going to defy you, you're going to let me do it anyway? That's... Okay, there's lenient, and then there's just straight up neglectful. What you're doing is not good parenting there, Mom. Anyway, out the door. Bye. See ya. Gonna take off. And we got some NPCs to talk to. In order to talk to them, we can press the A button, and we have our little menu right here. We can select Talk To. I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. Well, it is pretty serious. It's serious business. Alternatively, we have the L button, which is a context-sensitive command. Whenever you press the L button next to an NPC, it automatically selects the talk command. Did you hear the big bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to be the first to get there. Okay, well, good luck when you're just walking in place. You're most likely not going to be the first. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home, pronto! No, I think I will just defy you. Yeah, get used to this. I'm pretty sure that if they were to make an EarthBound-related movie adaptation, Steven Spielberg would most likely be the one directing it, since Steven Spielberg's movies seem to have this whole thing about the adults being infinitely dumber than all the children. So, yeah, well, if you want to see a movie that's close to Mother in general, go with Super 8. It's probably as close as we're ever going to get. All right, we got a present box right here. Now, we can open up our menu and use the check command in order to do that. Or, once again, we could press our context-sensitive L button, and that'll automatically select check for us. And there's a bread roll, which is a healing item. And if we come up here, let's talk to this guy. Hey, Ness. Hiya, buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. You're so full of yourself. I also want to tell you, whoops. What? Don't change the subject. I almost told you about my, by the way, Ness, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? Okay. Treasure Hunter, this is Liar Exaggerate's house. Nice play on words. He's called Liar Horondo in the Japanese version. Ah, who's this? Nice timing, Ness. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? No, I hate that fat ass. You're not friends? But aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. Ah, come on, help a guy out. Okay, this is Pokey. He's called Porky in the Japanese version. Also, he's called Porky in Mother 3. I'm not afraid of doing any spoilers there. Hey, Ness, don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow I, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging me, officers. All right, fine, I'll go home. Who's that guy up there? Looks like we got some sort of science-y looking guy looking at the meteorite. Guess we can't do anything about that right now, so we're just going to head on back. So yes, before any of you ask, I will not be doing a Let's Play of Mother 3 or the original Mother for that matter, because neither of those two games have received an official release outside of Japan, and for the purpose of my Let's Plays, I do not use emulators. I have played and beaten both of those games, but I do not use emulators for my Let's Plays. Only legit console copies or officially released digital versions like on the Wii U Virtual Console. Welcome home, Ness. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late. Scoot off to bed now. Shave and haircut, 2 bits. Yes, no tune can resist the shave and haircut bit. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Very rhythmic, though. What are you doing down here, Mom? My land. Who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? Good. Good parenting, bitch. Send your small child to answer the door. It could be a serial killer. Oh yeah, use me as a human shield, too. Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Pokey to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking like a MILF as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that were guarding the meteorite left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know the sharks. They're the local ruffians, and they were really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed that Pokey was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Pokey? No, I don't even like you. If you refuse me, I'll say something that will cut you like a knife. Okay, so it's a but thou must situation. Okay, good buddy, let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? What's with the quotes? Are you suggesting we have some special way of saying goodbye to each other? It's kind of weird, man. I know that the dog is unreliable, but you should take King along. The cracked bat in Tracy's room could help out at a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. Okay, you're officially on the sauce, Ma. But I think you should change out of your jammies before you leave. Okay. Well, she said that there's a cracked bat in Tracy's room. This is Tracy's room right here. I don't know what the sporting equipment is doing inside the little sister's room. I mean, she could be a tomboy, but the fact that her room is all done up in pink kind of points the opposite direction. So we got a cracked bat. We can come under equip, and by equipping it, our offense goes from 2 to 6. Pretty significant for our first weapon. Okay, let's talk to Tracy here. I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck on your adventure. What adventure? You might get hungry along the way, so here's a cookie. Okay, thank you. You can also leave anything you don't need with me. Do you want me to hang on to something? No, but keep that in mind. She's kind of like our item check in the game. We can't hold very much in this game, and it could get annoying. Yeah, sure. You're cool. Whatever. Oh, I guess you're a little stoned, too. All right, you go out in front, and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Might as well take the dog, too. Do you want me to go with you? Guess I have no choice. Let's go. All right, we're armed and ready to take on what's ever out there. Anybody gonna answer that? Anybody? Look, I gotta go and help Fatty here find his little... The phone is ringing. Answer it! At my house, my dad gets bent if I don't get the phone. Good, your dad can get bent then. Within the first 3 rings. Oh, Jesus, what a dick. I guess no one's gonna answer it then. Ness answered the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard a weird saying like this? No! Just remember, I'm always behind you, 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your what adventure? I'm just helping Ooter here find his little brother because he's irresponsible. Whatever, you can call your dad. He saves for you. He's your save point, and he deposited $30 into my bank account. They trust me with a bank account? I'm 13 years old. I'm allowed to have a bank account. I'm allowed to go outside in the middle of the night and investigate meteorites falling from the sky. Okay, honestly, I don't know whether to call these the most neglectful parents or the coolest parents in the world. I'm very confused. Anyway, as we come out, okay, looks like we got 3 different types of enemies that we can encounter here on the world map. No random encounters. We actually see them here in the playing field. So we're gonna take on this guy first. And this is the runaway dog. And as you can see, the battles are kind of an acid trip. Other than that, we're finding cardboard cutouts, and we can't see our characters, all from a first-person perspective. Deeply rooted in the Dragon Quest series. A lot of the Mother series took a lot of inspiration from it. Anyway, we have Bash here, which is our basic attack. It's actually the equipped weapon. PSI, this is our psychic abilities that we'll get throughout the game. Pretty much the equivalent of magic. We don't have any right now. Goods is how we go into our inventory. It's pretty much items. Defend, pretty self-explanatory. We just kind of buff our defenses a little bit, waste a turn, run away, also pretty self-explanatory. And I'll explain auto fight a little later, so let's just bash right now. And he's making a loud piercing howl, which pretty much means he's doing nothing and giving us a free turn. Pokey's pretty much not going to do anything here. King will occasionally attack for us. And the runaway dog became tame. We didn't kill it, no animal cruelty, it became tame. For some reason, the animals are going crazy around here. And we leveled up to level 2, and we realized the power of Life Up Alpha. Okay, so this is a healing ability. Heals about 100 HP for one person. And the abilities in this game, they have different levels, each represented by letters of the Greek alphabet. For right now, we have Life Up Alpha, and that's all we have. And we got another enemy right here. And this is the coil snake. He's pretty much just a pretty vanilla enemy. He can bite us, and occasionally I think he can wrap around us and hold us down, wasting our turn, but he doesn't seem to do that very often. And we get 1 experience. And might as well just eat this cookie right here. Top off on hit points. Recover 6 of them. And let's take on this guy. And this is the Spiteful Crow. I don't know what he's so spiteful about. Looks pretty happy, smiling, got his shades on, got his little bow tie. He can peck at your eyes and do something very, very annoying during the confusion of battle. Oh, God, that hurts. He can actually steal items from you. So let's take him out as quick as we can, because he does a lot of damage. Come on, can I do it? There we go. Wow. Looks like I'm going to have to use that bread roll already. Oh, he left a present. It's a cookie. I guess we could eat the cookie. I might have to go for a bread roll, though, if I run into another one of those guys. Ooh, a magic butterfly. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and test out Life Up Alpha. I know it's a bit overkill, and it uses 5 of my psychic points, which is the equivalent of magic points in this game. Lucky to find one this early. If we touch the magic butterfly... Magic Butterfly made Ness relax, and that will actually restore 20 psychic points to each of your party members. So we just went ahead and topped off with Life Up there. And I'm going to be editing out repeat battles. So I fought a Spiteful Crow there, as you saw, and he dropped a cookie, so I'm going to use that to recover the little bit of damage that I took during the battle. And where we want to head to is back up to the meteorite. There's no more cops there blocking our way. Let's talk to this guy first, though. Hey, Ness! I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. I'm a man! Oh yeah, anyway, I was always saying, we were very lucky for me to be able to top off using Life Up there and find a magic butterfly. They appear in random places. There's a few places where they constantly respawn. Anyway, If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, Ness can talk to animals because he's psychic. It's Nintendo logic, whatever. Hey, wake up. What? Oh, you woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad that you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Jeez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. Alright, let's get them home. Ness, do you hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around? No, I don't, but no matter which one you choose, the same thing always happens. Oh, come on, you must hear it. I used the wrong inflection there. I should have said, you must hear it. I'm bad at voice acting on the fly. What the hell? This is not normal. A bee I am. Not so 90s. I'm from 10 years in the future, which currently could be no more than 3 years in the past from the time this was recorded. And in the future, all is devastation. Gigas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness, sanity's requiem. That's an awesome GameCube game, and I'm really upset about that Kickstarter for the sequel not working out so well. Well, good luck to them in the future. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there's a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the Nightmare Rock. Remember Nightmare Rock from way later in the game, and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gigas' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gigas. 3 things are of utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. Sorry, wrong franchise. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Gigas. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I told you? Yes, which is rare for a kid. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. Buzz now joins you. Awesome. Ness, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said. Huh. I'm not one of those 3, am I? 'Cause I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. You're not into what could possibly occur between 1 girl and 3 boys? Oh, to be so young. You kids, listen to your elders. We know what's best. You may think you know everything, but be objective. We knew everything before you were born. For example, Mom and Dad were right. We are going on an adventure in order to save the world from an alien, I guess. But first, we need to get these 2 jackholes home. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.